Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem New Mystery the Emblem. In the last episode, we actually kind of escaped the Archanea Empire, and it was actually very difficult in a way, due to the fact that we were actually encircled from the upper continents and the lower continents from where we were, because there's three islands. You have the top area, the bottom area, and then the middle area, which we were trapped on. So we were on a little island in the middle of two major armies on both sides. And let me tell you, it was actually kind of scary. Although we actually made it out without losing a single unit in the last chapter, which was actually pretty cool. We also got to see Emperor Hardin, and we got to actually hear some dialogue from him, since this was our first time actually running into him. And we can definitely see the difference between the Hardin we saw in the original game and the Emperor that we just saw just in the last episode. He's definitely not doing too well. He's a lot paler. He's obviously being controlled by some kind of monster due to the fact that his eyes are completely red, for instance. But other than that, all we know is that we pushed Marth onto a boat and told him to set sail, basically. And with our forces, with Yakin and the rest of the royal army of Altea, we all stayed behind to make sure that Marth would get off the island into the Caden Desert. So, I don't know how this one's gonna go. All I know is that there is 2 recruitable units, and we're gonna be making our way into the Caden Desert. So, I'm gonna say we more than likely survive the onslaught. But let's see what we get ourselves into with Chapter 9, The Sanctuary of Sorcery, the Caden Desert. And I actually forgot to click onto the file. There we go. Chapter 9, Sanctuary of Sorcery, the Caden Desert. Okay, the last time we were here was the first and actually, yeah, the very first fight with Garnet, I believe. So, yeah, this is the first time we've been here since Shadow Dragon. Not bad, honestly. I think we came back here one more time during Shadow Dragon, but it's still pretty cool to see this place again. But let's see if the map's actually going to be the same-ish. Marth barely succeeded in escaping and disembarking in the desert of Caden. He elected to await his subordinate's safe arrival. Caden, the City of Magic, is a sanctuary for mages. Many prospecting mages come here and undergo rigorous training. Magic relies on containing nature's energies in tomes and staffs, freely manipulating these energies to harness great power. A few centuries ago, a lone sage founded an academy here, teaching magic secrets. However, instead of bringing happiness, magic was soon used as a tool of war, and a thing to be traded. The sage was disappointed and vanished from the pages of history. Though there is no confirmation, some say that Archsage Goto, currently in advanced magic like Aurum, cannot be made without the orb's powers, and their use of it is restricted to a few chosen ones. Those conditions are set by their creator, and they can only be inherited by those who qualify. Caden, the City of Magic, the proud sanctuary of sorcery. And with that, we're officially in the Caden Desert. And honestly, I'm actually really happy. And we also ended up keeping Wendell's hat that he ended up giving us. So we're officially actually locked in with this character design now, since it felt more fitting due to the fact that we are a sage or a mage, but we're going to be turning into a sorcerer in the next level once we actually use our master seals. So honestly, it fits better for him due to the fact that sorcerers can heal in this game, because you have the bishops and then you also have sorcerers as their own classes. So honestly, it's going to be really cool to eventually get a sorcerer class for Spooks here anytime soon. But other than that, let's continue. Sire, am I glad to see you? Spooks, thank goodness. Is everyone else okay? Yeah, everyone who survived is here. Amazing. I don't know how you all managed to escape that onslaught. Your thoughts are mine, but somehow we are able to shake off the enemy and escape. I see. Thank you, Spooks. No problem, Marth. Only doing what a royal guard does, and as your top knight. So, let's see here. So we got a couple things to look at. So we got Caden, for 3 stars, the current status, like we always get. We got Marth and Spooks and Roderick and Spooks, the final one for Roderick, actually. Okay, with that, let's actually check out what's going on here. Caden, the Realm of Magic. To think I'd come here like this. Are you familiar with Caden, Lind? If there's anything we should pay attention to during battle, I'd like you to tell me. Oh yeah, as you can see, Caden is a desert. Most people get their feet caught up in the sand and have a hard time moving. But as mages dress lightly, they can move around like normal in the desert. Which, we're a mage and we're literally... Wait, actually, I think bishops can too. So only Mauritium and Spooks are going to have the easiest time walking through this desert. I think thieves can as well, actually. But honestly, it's good that we're a mage, because it actually makes it very easy to go through this not dungeon. I don't know why I said dungeon. Desert. So, actually, that's actually nice to know, because I always thought that was the case, because it always felt like mages had the ability to run through sand better than most other units in these games, and I never had a confirmation until now. That's actually nice to know. But, let's see here. Of course that goes for enemy mages too, so do be careful. Got it. Thank you, Lind. Yeah, thanks, Lind. Okay. I'm actually surprised Merrick wasn't the one that told us that, since I'm pretty sure he's from Caden. But, let's see here. After hearing that our homeland, Altea, had been crushed by Archanea, we rushed to its aid. However, we were stopped in our tracks by Emperor Halden of Archanea, and now we must run away from Altea's direction. For this is just too much for these old bones to bear. Halden is protected by the arcane power. We won't be able to save our homeland if we don't do something about him. Right now, we have no choice but to take refuge in Caden and search for a method to defeat Halden. Okay, definitely so. Since he does have the Dark Sphere, and apparently that makes it so we do little to no damage to him. Other than that, let's check out our second conversation for Marth and Spooks. Hello, Spooks. Are you doing anything? Yes, sire. I'm off to the drill grounds. The drill grounds? Then you must want more battle experience. Yeah, my objective is to not merely win, but to attain a winning streak. To win twice, then thrice in a row, fighting stronger enemies each time. To learn the limit of my strength, that excites me. You're really looking forward to it. I can see it in your face. Indeed, sire. However, what is it? There is something I must tell you, sire. My strength exists for protecting the people of our fair country. To that end, I have continuously trained and battled so that I could become stronger. I understand, but when I become stronger and when I fight others, or other opponents stronger than myself, I get excited. I begin to feel my blood boil, as if I sought strength and battle for my own sake. Spooks. When I become stronger, I bask in my newfound power. Deep inside my heart, I long for battle. A man with untamed power is no better than a beast, my grandfather once said, and I heed his warnings. If my lust for power becomes me, or causes me to stray from the way of the night. It's alright, Spooks. Just like you're there for me, I am here for you. You won't go down the wrong path. I'll make sure you don't, I promise. Oh, thanks, sire. Yes, sire, you're right. With you here to guide me, I'll be fine. You have my gratitude. Oh, that was actually a really sweet support. Okay, and now we're finally getting into Roderick's final support with Spooks. I forgot what we were actually talking to him about. Oh, he was wondering why we were so, well-trained and stuff like that. I think that was what, if I remember correctly. And he ended up taking one of our books in order to kind of learn battle strategy and stuff. Well, let's see how this one ends up wrapping up. Spooks, what are you doing here again? Oh, I thought a change of scenery would help heal my spirits? You don't need to hide the fact that you're lost from me. Huh? Sorry, you got me. How do you find your way around so easily? First I look for distinct landmarks, then I use them to draw a map in my mind. Alright, I'll try that. But the most important thing is, If you're lost, ask someone. Really? There are other things that you can rely on, like us. If you're not sure if the army's going in the right direction, you must inform us straight away. We can't afford to all get lost. Man, you're never going to let me forget about that, aren't you? True, but thanks, Roderick. And with that, we're officially done with Roderick. Well, that actually ended in a much different way than I thought it would. Okay, so with that, we always mess around with my inventories in between episodes. Not in between episodes, but, well, technically, I always do it in between, just to have it all set up for us. So everyone's all leveled up already, everyone has all the items they need, but the reason why I do a small cut is because I don't want you guys to have to wait for me to go and load up the save state and everything. So, with that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and make sure that everyone's in the right positions, like I said. So, with that, thank y'all for watching so far, and I'll be right back. So, BRB in literally a second. Okay, now that we have everyone set up, everyone that we want to be using, we're actually adding, since we have the ability to actually have our 12th slot now, we officially have our full team now for the most part. So, for the 12th and final unit for our team, we're officially going to be adding Fina to our team, and that makes us actually have a dancer to use, because honestly, you're more than likely supposed to be using a dancer. That's the whole point of them giving you one, it's to literally give you a second movement for most of your units, and it's actually very important for sometimes when you need to talk to a certain unit in order to unlock somebody. So honestly, it's just perfect to use. So, with that, I believe we're all ready. We have everyone we need. I also threw on the Leo Stone onto Fina as well to make her have 13 strength. And it actually made her nice and ready. And I also used the Drill Grounds to raise her from, I think she was on level 2 before, and now she's level 13. So now she's actually in a much better spot. And actually, she can go over the max of 20 speed, which is actually surprising. So, other than that, I think we're all ready. So, with that, let's conclude our preparations and head into the Caden Desert. And, oh, look who it is, Nicholas and Minerva. Okay. So, I didn't know that we could recruit Minerva on this episode, but I did not know that they were literally showing up right at this very moment.
Minerva, if you wait in this village, you will most certainly run into Marth. I don't like him, but he is indeed noble. Join forces with him.
He really wants Minerva to join us? That's different. In the original game, he was on the opposite side and technically was a major villain. That's actually surprising that he seems to have a change of heart now. I don't know if he'll join us, but it's still cool to see that he actually does care for Minerva, apparently. Brother, what are you going to do now? Won't you come with me?
I have no intention of doing that. I only wish to find Maria and bring her home to Macedon.
You've changed, brother. Or should I say you've returned to how you used to be? As I thought back then when you were being controlled by Garneff's dark magic. Oh, that's what happened? I didn't even know that. Oh, no, it didn't. Apparently, Nicholas literally saying no, it didn't happen. Okay. So, what is with the sudden change of heart, then?
No magic could bend my will. I wish to crush the arrogant Archanea and establish Macedonian supremacy over this continent. But father, without bending his ear to me, distanced himself from me, and later had me banished.
Are you saying that's why you murdered father? What a fool you were. Didn't you realize that was Garneff's plotting all along? Yeah, father was strict with you, but it was only because he loved you. Why couldn't you see that?
Enough, Minerva. Do you take me for a fool? After I was defeated, I wandered the gap between life and death. When I had come to, in front of me I saw Maria, her eyes full of tears, praying to the gods. While I treated her like a pawn, Maria, she shed tears for me. Minerva, I'm going now. I have to save Maria. At least that can be my atonement.
Nicholas. And there he goes. So, at least now we know why Minerva is recruitable on this chapter. So I don't know when we're going to be seeing him again, since he literally just flew off. So it's still cool to see him again, because we've only seen him once, one other time, and that was when we were trying to actually save Minerva in her chapter for saving the princess. So honestly, it's cool to see her again. I don't know if we'll use her, but it's still nice to see that Nicholas is still alive and well and isn't, like, hurting Minerva like we were going to think was going to happen, since it seemed like he was siding with Archanea. But apparently that's not the case. Well, let's see how this ends up going out, because I honestly don't know what's about to happen. Sire, how shall we proceed from here? I want to go home to Altea, but if we can't prevail against Haldin, then we can't go back. What in the world are we supposed to do? We need to find out the secret of the strange power that's protecting Haldin. Forgive me, sire. As your royal guard, I was supposed to strike down your foes. Well, technically. No, it's not your fault, Spooks. I, too, felt a strange presence emanating from Haldin, almost like...
Sire, it's an emergency. I've just come into some new information. The Caden Mage Corps have launched an offensive attack against us.
What? Even Caden means to be our enemy. Merrick, what are you... Oh, wait. Oh yeah, Merrick's not with us. I thought we actually had him. Oh yeah, he was level 10 when we originally saw him. So, that is weird. So Merrick's against us? That's very, very strange. Huh. I wonder what's going on there. That's actually really weird. Sir Egan, what should we do?
At this rate, it seems we have no choice. Sire, we need to break into the sanctuary, but you must be prepared to make sacrifices. If we don't hurry, Archanea's pursuit force will reach our rear and we'll be trapped.
I understand. We have no choice. Everyone, let's break into the sanctuary, but avoid needless fights if possible. Okay, and with that, we're officially starting Chapter 9. The Sanctuary of Sorcery. So, first things first, is we need to actually, make it to this village. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of reinforcements. Based on what they said, it sounds like there will be, but we also have to make our way to Etzel here. So Etzel's in the remake of Shadow Dragon, and I don't know his story in Shadow Dragon, but he does end up joining Marth's forces in that game. So I guess once we actually recruit him, we'll be able to kind of figure out the small pieces of the puzzle that we are missing here. But I think we are ready to actually do this. So with that, those are our two available units. Marth is able to recruit both of them. So all we need to really find out is how to actually get Marth to that village and also to Etzel without messing this up. So honestly, the first thing I think of doing here is actually running Marth forward as far as possible, using Phenom, and dancing him forward again, trying to get him as far as possible that he can go, and maybe pulling any units we can actually get here. So honestly, as far as we possibly can go for Marth is honestly going to help us, because we're going to have him start running to the right side of the map as fast as possible as well. Okay, other than that, honestly, Spooks as far as you can possibly go, buddy. We can throw... Let's throw Katria right here. Throw a javelin at this thief over here. This makes it a little bit easier. And then we'll have Katria start chasing down the thieves to make sure they don't get rid of that village. And another Master Seal for us. Always nice to see. We also need to make sure Julian is on the right side of the map, since we actually have this little fort over here that was in the original version of this chapter. And actually, if you're wondering, this is the exact same map as the original Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon in the Blade of Light, which we played all the way back in what was it? December? Late December, early January. And honestly, I actually really like this. It's actually very nice to see this full map again, because even the arena is still here, which is actually pretty cool to see. Let's see here. Honestly, the best thing I can think of doing here is having... Let's see here. I think we can move Cecile here, visit this house to make sure to get this villager out of the way.
A Soul Slayer will demonstrate your might against the mercenary or hero. You should definitely get one if you can.
The Sword Slayer. Okay. Sword Slayer. That's different. I didn't know there was actually a weapon that actually was like that. Huh, that's actually kind of cool to hear. But honestly, don't know what I want to do yet for that. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing, making sure that everyone is in the positions we need them to be, and continue moving everyone out as far as we possibly can. Because Marth needs to make his way as far possible in the map as he possibly can, to kind of make up for any kind of problems we can run into here. I also ended up throwing Wendell's Blizzard tome onto Spooks, because honestly, I like the idea of having a stronger type of magic to actually use, and honestly, it helps us out greatly. Also, let's continue chasing down this thief over here, because we actually want to get what we need from him, because he's actually holding an item as well. So honestly, make sure that we can get all the freebies here, and make sure they can't, like, leave with anything. What is he actually holding again? Oh yeah, he's holding the thief, staff, which I guess allows you to steal items with the staff user? Honestly, I've never used that before, but it sounds pretty cool, honestly. Other than that, Julian, you need to keep making your way to the right side. That's basically what you're, basically all you're gonna be doing for this episode, to be honest. Because, honestly, I don't need Marth to run over there, because he actually could have thrown my javelin at you. Well, that's unfortunate. I actually didn't even think you were in range, to be honest. Okay, all the horseback units keep continuing to go right. Other than that, Marth, actually, you can get rid of this mage over here, because this is basically free for you, so might as well do this. And then we can have, oh, thankfully you actually dodged that, because if you didn't dodge that, I would have to heal you before actually having you run off. Okay, let's see here. I think we can maybe get, yeah, we can, thankfully. Okay, Mauricia, I'm gonna have you heal Marth up real quick, as far as you possibly can, and then Fina can't get into range. So, honestly, the best thing I can see here is having Ryan go and steel bow this guy for some free experience here, since he's definitely going to have a much harder time on this map due to the fact that, one, this map is mostly desert. I do see some areas of patches of grass that'll make it easier to walk on this map, but it is definitely going to be much harder for a unit like us to actually make our way through here. Other than that, looks like we can move Luke in, and then we can move Ogma in. Spooks, where do I want you to go, buddy? Because I can't move you in range of Etzel. That's the only problem here. He can move and attack one range from his green. So, only thing we can really do here is just move you forward, I guess. And then Fina, I guess just move as far as possible as you can go. And then we'll just see what happens from there. Okay, I don't think Mauricia can go down here, so we don't need to worry about her going down. The thief might run at her, but she will never be doubled by any of these enemies, I think. So I don't think we have to worry at all. The thief is running, though. What is he holding? Oh, it's just a steel sword. Okay, it's not very much of a problem if you lose that. Okay, other than that, let's see here. We need to make it so we can get in range of Etzel without getting one-shotted here. Let's see here. The only thing I can think of doing is, one, unequipping our weapon, using a vulnerary, because Mauricia has higher resistance, and it'll pull Etzel forward, making it easier to fight him. Or not fight him, but at least talk to him. And then we can use that to our advantage. Other than that, let's see here. What are we working with for right now? Honestly, the best thing I can think of doing for right now is honestly dancing Ryan, and then using Ryan's extra movement here to get some free experience. Actually, is that a bad thing right there? No, it's fine. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Marth, you need to move over there, because you'll be out of range, I think. Actually, you might not be. But steel bow this guy just to make sure the Wyvern Knight is out of here. And also it's just free experience. And plus Wyvern Knights seem to give you some pretty decent experience. It's like 50 per, which is honestly not bad at all. HP and luck. It could have been better, but honestly I can live with that, I guess. Okay, Spooks, you keep moving forward. I think Ogma and Luke and everyone else on the side is fine. I think that's everyone on that side. Perfect. Okay, Katria, I'm gonna have you run this guy down now, I think. Maybe. Let's see here. If anyone else can make it, I might have them do this instead. It looks like, Roderick can. So Roderick, you double javelin this guy and get him out of the way, and completely get everyone away from this village, because the village is the only thing we really need to protect here, other than basically everything else we're doing. So thankfully, we're able to easily work with this. Okay, Julian, I'm gonna have you start opening chests. We got some boots, which means we can increase someone's movement in a very short amount of time, which is gonna be nice. Don't know who I want to use that on though, because we originally used that on Jirog, but honestly, I don't know who I want to use that on. I might end up throwing that on Ryan, just due to his actual movement, because the 5 movement is very, and I mean very, very hindering to him. He's the slowest unit on our team at the moment, so honestly it would be very nice to have something for him. But let's see here. I don't know a voice for Etzel, honestly. Let's go with, this.
I don't want to fight you, but I owe Caden. What a troublesome ordeal I am in.
Honestly, yeah, it is. Thankfully, we do have the resistance, so we don't need to worry about your blizzard, and honestly, it pulled you closer to where we needed you to be. Ooh, that, I did not notice that there was a... Wow, that actually could have been much worse. I actually didn't notice you. Okay, first things first. I need you to steel bow this guy, Ryan. Honestly, that's a one-shot there, so might as well just get him out of here, because that's actually a problem. Okay, so far so good. You can get rid of the vulnerary, we can just throw that there. I'm gonna have Marth talk to Etzel here to get this out of the way, and then we'll have Marth start making his way to the village.
Yo, Etzel, why are you here? I have my ties in Caden as well. Prince Marth has succumbed to his ambitions and invaded Archanea. When I was told that, there was no way I could sit still. But no matter how I put it, I just couldn't imagine you become part of some sort of that person. Prince Marth, you said to me long ago, you wanted to let the era of war end. Do you still stand by these words?
Yes I do. I do not seek to fight.
I see. I too do not seek as such. Allow me to join you once more.
Okay, so he's just a peace-loving warrior, basically. Okay, cool to see. Okay, honestly, Marth is just standing here, so might as well just get rid of this mage right here, since he's literally in our path and we don't lose our turn, so might as well just go for it, it's free. Okay, cool. And also, sorcerers look really cool in this game. Like in the actual, 8-bit art for them, they're actually really cool. Other than that, I can see a free heal for Marth here with men, so let's just do that real quick. And then we can have Fina do her thing, dance Marth into where he needs to go, get some free experience as well, and then start running Marth. Honestly, what's the easiest way to do this? Looking here, it looks like it's safer to not run through the desert here, actually. Okay, I actually am seeing that actually as a better thing to do. Okay, so I'm actually going to make my way to this grass patch, and then we can use that grass patch to actually run through this plains over here and make our faster way of actually getting over there, which is actually better for us here. Okay, other than that, is there any more thieves I need to get to? I think there's only one, and it's that one running for his life. Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Okay, then that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, let's just keep out our javelin. I don't think there was any bowmen that we need to worry about. Yeah, there isn't, so we're perfectly fine. Other than that, there is a sorcerer over here that we could start making our way to. Other than that, we can move Marth here. Actually, that was actually a really stupid idea, what I just did. We actually need to move somebody in range to get rid of one of these sorcerers now, because I did actually move him in the wrong spot. Okay, I need you to blizzard this guy. Thankfully, you got the crit here, so we actually don't take any durability damage on this blizzard, because I can actually use this for spooks in the near future. Unless we end up using Etzel, I don't know. I actually really like what we're using right now, so we really don't need to waste any of our items right now. Other than that, move Ogma to the left. Right side, honestly, just keep making your way over to this side and just keep doing what you're doing. Because honestly, we're pretty much fine for the moment. We're just chilling, just grabbing our free items. We got another one of these Starstones. Okay, what does Capricorn do then? Because that's gonna be good, right? It's +2 magic. Really? Oh, yes. Really, oh, yes. That's +2 magic for Spooks right there. That's just free. Or Mauritia, but honestly, I'm gonna throw that on Spooks to make him as strong as he possibly can be. And that was Swarm magic, actually. Oh, no, I actually didn't notice that there was 2 Swarm users. Thankfully, Marth dodged the second one. Oh no, there's still more people attacking. Okay, this was actually one of the worst ideas I've ever had. I'm gonna save a save slot here, actually. This actually could be really bad. Sorry if the game just paused for a second for you guys. I don't know if it actually pauses. I forget to actually look at that. But I actually have to actually save, because, as you see, Marth ended up going down, and that is actually a game over. And this is the first time I've actually had Marth go down, so let's read this out real quick. Forgive me, friends. This is my end. Marth, no, don't leave me. And down goes Marth, and there goes a game over. Did not mean to do that. That was actually really, really bad there. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I actually could have saved with Sirius, actually, last turn, which I was thinking of doing, but I accidentally, ended up canceling my turn and moving him forward towards the village. Oops. And also I put Marth in the worst position because I didn't even notice there was 2 Swarm users in the first place. So, with that, I'll be right back, and we're gonna reload the save that I just did. So, BRB, and, oops. That's my first game over. I honestly don't know how to feel, honestly. But, BRB. Okay, now that we actually are back, and I'm not, in a majorly bad situation, because I didn't even notice there was 2 Swarm users. There's one right here, and one right here. And then you also have this Wyvern Knight over here, which, honestly, can lead to some pretty bad things here, but thankfully, there is one thing we can do here. So, it's not the worst possible situation for us. And also, even if this guy can get into range of us, we're actually perfectly fine. Because due to the fact that Etzel here has decent defense, it does block off this guy from actually running us down, and Marth will survive this turn no matter what happens. So I feel like we're perfectly fine now to do what we were doing. So with that, let's continue on with what we're doing, and also I had to actually redo the chapter because no matter what I did, and even though I was loading that state, it was actually for sure a knockout for our units. So yeah, we actually had to completely redo the chapter. The only thing that happened, though, when it comes to levels was Ryan, if you guys are wondering. And actually, Ryan ended up getting a better level the second time around. I believe he ended up getting some skill and some speed, if I remember correctly. I wasn't paying too close attention since it was literally... Oh, well, even though it's literally 1 magic, that's actually not bad at the end of the day, because 15 magic is 15 magic. Plus the +2 and +1 that we get from the Starstones when we're going to be throwing on Capricorn onto us. And I believe, yep. Okay, here we go. The Archanean army is on us now.
An update, sire. The Archanea army is at present, approaching from the south. I see. He's in the mulch. Don't let them catch up.
Okay, and that means they're starting to make their way here then, so we need to hurry this up then. Okay, first things first is, actually, as long as we get in range like this on these enemies, let's turn off that so I can show you. They actually can attack from 2 spaces away from them. So as long as we move in one of these positions, we're actually perfectly fine. If we were in the middle, only this guy can hit us. So honestly, that's not that bad here. So honestly, the best thing we can possibly do here is, honestly, throw Etzel here and burn through the swarm here. Because as long as these guys can attack our allies here, because he's got resistance and defense, so we're perfectly fine to just run at them like this. So other than that, we're pretty much fine here. I'm going to turn that back on because I actually do kind of need that in order to see where we're going here. But other than that, we're pretty much fine to do whatever we want to do. Okay, other than that, we still need to make sure Marth is on the other side of the map. So, honestly, the best thing I can think of here is forcing Marth over here with a rescue. So, honestly, let's just do that. So, Marth, you get over here. We're going to actually just force you to be on the right side of the map. Because then you can actually start making your way to where we actually need you to be. Okay, other than that, I think we're fine there. Where's Katria, actually? Okay, Katria, I'm gonna have you see if you can maybe... can't really get too far, but we can pull one over, which honestly is good. Sirius can actually, or Camus can actually come over here, so let's just double javelin this guy, get him out of the way, and then we can maybe get Camus to start running down the swarm users. That might honestly help us win here. So we get a Thunder Tome, that's always nice to see. Other than that, honestly, what can I do here? Can Fina actually, where can Fina go? Fina can go there. So, honestly, she can't do much there. Brian, I guess you can just keep making your way upwards. We need everyone away from the bottom half of the map now. I don't know where the reinforcements are coming from, but we definitely don't want to be on this side of the map anymore. And now that we actually know that the reinforcements are coming, I actually don't know how we're actually going to get to Minerva in time without being ran down, like I think we're about to be. So, honestly, I don't know what we're going to do here. Honestly, the best thing I can think of doing is vulnerating Spooks here, and then figuring out what we do next, because honestly, it's not safe to continue going anywhere at the moment due to the fact that the swarm users will basically turn us into mush. So, honestly, the best position here is honestly what we just did, and thankfully, Camus only takes 6 damage from these guys, which is actually really good, because they were doing like 13 damage to Marth if they were hitting him, but these guys have a better chance of hitting Camus here. And here comes the Yodel. Okay, well, let's see what happens.
I will not forgive intruders upon the holy sanctuary. Earth, show your fury. Bolognan.
Okay, here goes Bolganon. Honestly, 9 damage does not scare me, and he completely missed. So, honestly, this goes in our favor, actually. And we double him here with Edsel, so honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I don't know where reinforcements are coming from. They're still not on map, so we're safe still, apparently? According to what's going on right now, we're perfectly safe to continue. Okay, other than that, let's see if we can move Spooks a little closer. Okay, good positioning. I'm going to make sure to get rid of at least one of these guys here if we possibly can. I'm just going to blizzard this guy out of here because we need to get one of these swarm users off of the map so I can actually start moving, because they're literally hindering my any kind of progress I want to make right now. Okay, you can go forward, I guess. Still can't move Fina into position at all. Ryan, you keep moving. We need to have... Honestly, we can easily move in here. We don't need to worry about you, so honestly, you're fine to continue moving forward. Honestly, as far as you honestly want to go, it would actually be perfectly fine. We can maybe use the rescue tome to force, Marth into position, maybe? That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing, because I don't know how long it would take him to run all the way back in order to get to this, area over here. Okay, I'm gonna just run Roderick over, and then I'm gonna have Cecile kind of watch over that. Other than that, Katria, make your way to one of these houses. Meant to visit it. Well, let's have Camus visit this one then. The person commanding Cadence a mage. Corpse is a young man named Elrin. Elrin, you say? He's not a bad man, but he can be a bit, uncooperative. Seems he regards his old rival Merrick with disdain. I reckon only Lord Wendell could talk to some sense into him. Okay, so we need Wendell for whenever we see this Mage Corps general then. Okay, so it seems like we might be able to actually recruit that dude. Okay, so Elrin is recruitable apparently based on that guy. That's all I can really say. Other than that, let's end turn and see what we got here. Okay, Yodel is not scary whatsoever, but the swarm users are, so honestly, just do what we're doing here and just be careful. Okay, thankfully he only does 6 damage to Spooks, and we don't need to worry about doubling. Okay, he ended up hitting Edsel here, but that's actually not a bad thing for us, because, honestly, And our buddy Etzel here is ending up critting this guy and getting him off the map completely.
Elrin, was this really what you wanted?
And down goes Yodel. Okay, it seems like they actually didn't want to be fighting us, they were just forced to. Wonder what just happened with these people. I wonder why they even attacked us in the first place. Okay, well, Etzel's now level 13, which is good for us. We're one space on going into that village and getting Minerva, so I think we'll be fine to start moving the rest of our units over to the left side. I just want to make sure we don't get randomly attacked in a second. Other than that, actually just move Katria closer, I guess. Move Katria closer, have Camus check the final village, and let's check out what's, or village home, I guess you can say, because technically not a village, but they close the doors when you actually check them, so honestly, I feel like you can save them from being attacked, and that's the reason why I keep closing these, just in case. And honestly, also it gives you a little bit of story, so honestly, I like these in general. But, let's see here. From here on north, you won't see no more shops. If you're going that way, you should stock up for now. Oh, that could be bad with reinforcements. Okay, I hope the reinforcements aren't, like, gonna be, like attacking me every single turn from now on, once they actually show up on map. I don't know if that's the case, but just in case, let's move right here and be ready for that. And thankfully, we also got a level for Mauritia here, which is always nice. Magic and speed, also a really good level. Okay, and since Spooks is in range, let's just use our Blizzard Tome here, and let's blast this Swarm user out of here, and completely rid the map of enemies for the time being. Well, honestly, the reinforcements might not even show up. They might just say that just cuz, but honestly, you never know. Ooh, a Men's Staff, that's actually useful. I'm gonna send my Vulnerary to the, there for now, because I can just throw on the Men's Staff onto Mauritia in a second. So let's just do that, since that's actually smarter. Make sure Fina's on the right side, or left side, so she can force, experience for Mauritia, since healing is the best form of experience for her. Other than that, we're basically done with this chapter, so let's get Marth over to this village, visit it on real quick, and see what's going on with Minerva.
Huh, Princess Minerva, why are you here?
My brother Nicholas has helped me.
Really? That's good to hear. I was so worried once I heard that Prince Nicholas had taken you, but for him to rescue you, what in the world has happened?
Maria saved Nicholas's life. She's kind unlike myself.
Well, that's far from the truth. Minerva was pretty nice from what I can tell.
Maria's kindness was able to touch the hearts of even a man like Nicholas.
But isn't that what you wanted? That's why you deliberately avoided killing Nicholas. Am I wrong, Princess? I can understand. No one can sever the ties between family so easily. Princess, please, lift your spirits. I would like you to fight with us again, just like before. I would like Macedon's strength and yours in order to put a stop to Harden's designs.
And with that, we officially now have Minerva, and she actually has her actual axe. So let's actually see what it does in this game, because we didn't have this in Shadow Dragon, the original, so let's see what it actually does. 20 might, a formidable axe whose power rivals the Regalia. Not bad, and I also believe it's 2 range, if I right. No, it's actually only 1 range. And she also has the Dragon Pike, and a lance effective against dragons, which makes sense. So, cool, we actually have a wyvern killing weapon now, which is actually really good. Not bad, not bad. Honestly, I might do a cut here just to make Marth run over to the castle, so I'll be right back. And I'll let you know if the reinforcements ended up spawning, because they haven't spawned yet, so I don't even know if they're even going to spawn. So, with that, I'll be right back, and I'll see you guys very shortly. Well, I was going to be doing my cut, and letting you guys know when I was at the castle, but we actually do have some dialogue for the reinforcements, and it looks like Astrum is indeed chasing us down. So I feel like the only way to get Astrum to stop chasing us down is to have Media on our team. And since we don't have Media yet, and I'm pretty sure she is in the game because it does say Astrum is recruitable later, honestly, we're gonna have him on our tails for quite a bit, it seems. So, let's see what's going on with Astrum.
Do not think you can escape Alteans. I'll turn this desert into your graveyard. And, well, here he comes. I'm gonna start running my sorry butt all the way back to the castle now. So, with that, I'll be running back, and you'll see me at the Sea's throne. So, BRB, boys and girls, and I'll be literally right back now. For real this time, because I didn't expect the reinforcements to actually talk and actually have some kind of story, and didn't expect Astrum of all people to be the ones chasing us down still. So with that, BRB, and I'll see you guys very shortly again. Okay, now with Astrum's whole entire squad literally slaughtered, because they ended up making it here basically a little bit before Marth could. Basically, this is our last turn to get into this castle, basically is what I'm trying to say. I got some free experience for defeating each and every one of those heroes, so honestly it was nice to actually get some of that, because honestly, some of the people that actually got some experience there is actually getting closer and closer to that level 20, and that's what I'm waiting for, is once people start hitting level 20, we're going to start using those master seals, and then we'll be getting even stronger and stronger. So, honestly, the little bit of experience we got for each one of those heroes, other than Astrum, since I feel like if we knock him out, he's gonna end up dying, so I'm just staying away from Astrum as much as possible. But, with that, let's seize the castle and force everyone out of this, out of the desert and straight into this castle. I wasn't able to actually buy anything, I literally only have 200 gold to my name in the game. So, yeah, I can't buy any steel weapons, and apparently I'm not going to be able to buy anything for a couple future chapters, so I'm guessing I'm going to be using D-rank weapons for quite a bit. So with that, let's head into the castle and finish off chapter 9 of our story, and let's do this. So, let's get out of here. And just like so, there we go, the Sanctuary of Sorcery is officially over, and Astrum's squad is still on our tails, but it's literally just Astrum at this point. So, let's see what's going on. The atmosphere inside the building seems somewhat strange. Indeed, something seems to be happening. Spooks, Merrick's inside here. You met him during all your training, right?
Yeah, we did. We met him the first time we met Legion, which, wonder what's going on with Merrick. So we're gonna see Essel, or Ersel, or Esserol, or however you say his name, and Merrick apparently in the next chapter. I wonder how that's gonna go. Yeah, Sir Merrick really helped us, with his magical prowess. I wonder if we're gonna meet anyone else in the next chapter as well. So, Sir Merrick is here. We must hurry, sire.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's get on out of here. And with that, chapter 9 is officially over. And we're going to be heading inside the Sanctuary of Sorcery. So, honestly, I don't know what we're going to be getting ourselves into. All I know is the next chapter is called Two Sorcerers. So, in the next episode, we're going to be meeting these 2 sorcerers. So, with that, I'll see you all in chapter 10. And there's also a clear requirement in order to get chapter 10X as well. So, with that, I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you all for watching so far, and I'll see you all in Chapter 10. So, peace out, boys and girls, and see you all in the next one. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.